Yes, so morning everyone. Today I will introduce the SuperMap JS context training about the iDesktop.NET plugin development and also the iObjects.NET development. And so here we have we can review this architecture. So from here we can see for the iDesktop.NET and the iObjects.NET, these two products is related to the PC terminal. So today we just focus on the PC terminal about the how-to development. So this is our today's program. We will separate two parts. The first part is about iDesktop, and the second part is about iObjects development. And for each product, I will introduce to you about how to do the environment configuration and how to make a simple demo and how to run it and test it. So for the first part, I will show you which software we need prepare. So here for today's our training, we need prepare the Visual Studio software. So for this software, we can download from the official website of the Microsoft. And here, today I will use the this version, the 2019 version, and also use the 2013, these two versions. And for the version of the Visual Studio, we support the community, professional, or the enterprise version. So you can select one of them. So after you know the development environment configuration, we can start to from the iDesktop. Yeah, and so the first point, I will show you which product we need to download. So here, for the iDesktop.NET, we can download the iDesktop byte 64 or byte 32. So these two versions. So this two version is the setup version. So for the iDesktop plugin development, we suggest you to use the setup version because if you use setup version, all the environment configuration will be done automatically. Yeah, so you can download according to your computer byte. And after that, you can install the software. So for the before you install, we suggest you to install the Visual Studio first, because after you install the Visual Studio software, and when you install our SuperMap software, it will automatically do the registration, like to add some tools in the Visual Studio. So you can see when you run the SuperMap setup program, you will find this dialog. So you can see it will find the Visual Studio automatically and put the plugin in the Visual Studio software. And also when you uninstall the SuperMap software, it will also unregister the tools. And if you install the SuperMap program first, then you install the Visual Studio. So don't worry, you can also do the registration by yourself. So just find these tools in the SuperMap Desktop 10i tools. There is a exe, so you can use you can use the administrator to run this program. So now I will show you. So after you install SuperMap iDesktop, you will find here, this is the root path of the iDesktop. So you can find from the tools and here, SuperMap tools register template. So you can just use administrator to run this program, and then it will finish the configuration. So let's continue. After you finish all the configuration, so you can open your Visual Studio to start your work. So here, yeah, open your Visual Studio, and then you can build a new project. And here we select the SuperMap desktop plugin. And here we can select a location. And set a name. And click OK. Yeah, so when you see this window, so you can start your work. So here you can see it builds some class automatically. So you can see we have the control action, and also this is for the button, and this is for checkbox, and this is for other toolbar. So you can see, yeah, actually we can start our work from here. And so here I will use this button to show you. You can view the code, and here you can write your own code in here. Like here, I just change it to so here, if you want to test your program, you just click here, and it will connect your SuperMap iDesktop automatically, and will start your iDesktop software. So like this. Yeah, so when you open this window, so you can see here, there's a new module was added in the SuperMap iDesktop. So you can see, yeah, here, if we click this button, it will show this dialog. And here you can also write some codes like to load some maps or load some 3D scenes. And so here you can also write the code in the checkbox. and to do your work here. So for this iDesktop plugin development, actually is used for like some project. iDesktop cannot do the work, so you can also connect your own project or connect your own system. Like you can connect your own database, and sometimes iDesktop just can do the function one by one, so you can write your own codes to do the multiple processing like that. So it can expand your own work and using SuperMap iDesktop and the Visual Studio software. So we go back to the slides. And here, usually when you build a new project, this option will be configured automatically. So you don't need to set it. But sometimes you need to use another software package to test. So you can change the start program from here. So now let me show you. So right click on the project and go to the properties. Here, like now, this Visual Studio program will automatically start the setup version of iDesktop. So the setup version is this one. But sometimes maybe you need to run the other version of your desktop, like this. This is another package of desktop, and this is not a setup version, it's a bin version. So here we just select the exe from the Visual Studio. So we can change and select the exe and click OK. So it will change the start program. And here, this is the output path, and you can see it will automatically output the plugin in the bin plugins. So you can see bin and plugins here. So if you change the startup program of iDesktop, so you need also change the output, change to the another plugins folder of the iDesktop. So this is about the startup program and also the output path configuration. So actually from this window, you can write more codes, like you can connect the database, and you can load the map, load the 3D scenes, and also do some data processing. And so here, because today I will also show you the iObjects development. So I will show you how to write some simple code in that part, because actually these two development is similar. So we just continue. Yeah. So here, for the interface of the plugin, you can see actually here. Let me open the iDesktop again and introduce to you. Yeah, so here, this is some default button and some checkbox. So here actually we have we provide two methods to modify it. So the first one, you can add it from here. You can see here there's a configuration file. So here you can modify the XML file and then save it. So it will also change here. This is the first method, like we mentioned in the slides. So after you finish all the customization, so you can see actually this is one of the projects we did for the Turkey cadastral project. So we developed some tools and some, like you can see, we connect with the database and also input the data and also do some drawing and some data clipping. So after you finish all the configuration of the interface, so you can run your own program. And this is the first way. The second way, you can change your own interface from SuperMap at desktop. So now I will show you. So here we go to the View tab. And here you will find there's a button called Environment Design. So we enter the Work Environment Design. Yeah, so the at desktop will start to a new window. So you can see here. So this configuration design is you can add your own tab, add your own button. So here we call it ribbon. So like here, I build a new tab, and then I give a name here. Yeah, test. And then here I can build some like group. So you can see we can add several groups. And in each group, you can add some like the button, add a new button. Checkbox. Yeah, like this. And this is about to design interface. And after you finish this, you can set the button or the checkbox one by one. So you can see from here. Here, we need at least set these two parameters. The first one is this one. So here, you need select the DLL. So the DLL is, you can see. So after we run our Visual Studio program, it will output some files. So you can see one of the file is DLL, and this is about the configuration file. So here we need to select the DLL. And after you select it, you need also select the action. So here, actually our action is this one. We set some, we do some change in this action. So we select and click apply and OK. Yeah, and it will automatically go back to this one. So here, if we click this button, so you can see it also shows the dialog which we write just now. So this is the second way to do the plugin configuration. And also you can set some the icon or the picture or other the size of the your button. Yeah, so you can try to set the different parameters. So here, I want to also explain the DLL to you again. So for SuperMap product, actually for the basic level, we use we called our product the component product because we separate the different functions in different DLL, the different component. So you can see we put the data inputting or processing function in these two DLL. And also we separate the analysis functions like the traffic analysis here, the terrain analysis, and also some network analysis. So you can see we have the different component program. So where can we find this component? So we just go to the SuperMap package and from the bin. And here we can find, we just find the SuperMap. Yeah, from here, you can see the different function in the different DLL, like the layout, the mapping. So actually, SuperMap iDesktop is also use this kind of DLL, and we just design a framework and also design the interface and make all the function as an application. So that is the SuperMap iDesktop. So here, this is some default DLL. So if you design your own work, use the Visual Studio, and you can generate your own DLL, which can storage your own function. So you can also load the DLL and integrate it with our own the default DLL. So this is a concept. And yeah, so we can see this page. After you run your SuperMap iDesktop, the plugin, so it will automatically output these several files. So you can, if you want to, you want to send these plugins to other people, so you just copy all the files and put it in another plugins package of the package, and then you go to the SuperMap environment design to connect with the button and also select the action. Yeah, so here we finish the SuperMap iDesktop plugin development. So here I set a rest session. So maybe you can have a rest, or you can we will explain some question. Yeah, around 5 or 10 minutes. Then we'll continue to the iObjects development part. Yeah, so let's continue. So after we know the SuperMap at desktop development, sometimes maybe we don't want to use the whole application like desktop. So we can also design our own project. So here we can use the SuperMap iObjects to do your own project. So for the SuperMap iObjects, we provide different abilities like the data management and the data editing and also the mapping and data mining and 3D and also the some like the particle effects. So we provide this SDK for the user, so you can use the same function or features with the iDesktop. So for the iObjects and the iDesktop, it's just the difference in the interface, but for the function and ability is same. So here, like the data management, we have the you can design your own the home page, and also you can also build the a layer manager and the workspace manager. And for the database, we support the UDB and UDBX, and also we support some commercial database, uh, like the world map and also the uh, the online map we also support. And for the data processing, we support like do some basic data processing like the line to point, polygon to line, and also convert the 3D model to the point, or you can also uh, convert the like the building to other 3D data formats. And also for the spatial analysis, we provide more than 200 analysis operations, like the vector analysis, raster data analysis, and network data analysis. And also, we support the streaming computing and also the machine learning and deep learning in our products. So here you can use the iObjects to load or make your own project to finish, like to load some map or load some 3D scenes. And also you can see for the vector data and raster data, we also support in the iObjects products. So here for the iObjects product, I will show you from here, show you how to download. So you can go to the official website of SuperMap, then go to the download. Yeah, here you will find the iObjects. So the latest version is also the SP1. So you can download this one. And here we suggest you to download the whole package. So this one. So you can download it. And after you download it, you can put, you can extract the files in here in SuperMap folder. And here you will find, after you extract this file, you will find there's some different folder. So here I will explain to you. The first one, we provide the help document. In the help document, there's some API reference in the file, and also we provide the sample code. You can see the sample code is in this file. And also we have some sample data. So here you can use, if you download our products, you can use this two folder to practice. And yeah, for the help document, it's in the help folder. So I will show you the help document and English version. So here in the help document, we provide some like the basic knowledge and also the product introduction and some main features and the functions. You can see we also support some like the particle effects. And also we have the developer guide. And yeah, here we also have the introduction about the sample code. And also the API reference. Yeah, you can click to have a look. And also we have the sample code here. So for the sample code, you can run this program and run each function. So like this, I just open it. So here you can see we put all the sample code in one solutions. Like here, if you want to check this program, you just find the main form and view the designer. And for the code, you can see from the different windows, like here. And also for some, like here, this is about the 3D. In all the 3D program is in the real space file. And for the data processing and the data conversion, we'll find from here, like the build pyramid. But this several program is to show the some not a basic function. Later I will write to show you some like the basic function, like the how to load the map, how to load the 3D scenes, and also sometimes we need to know how to load the 3D cache. So I will show you from the some simple example. So let's go back to the slides. And for this is the sample code and the sample data. We also have the sample data. So you can see like the some 3D view, this one, the CBD file. So later I will also use this file to show you how to load the 3D scenes. And for the optical photogrammetry, you can find in this folder, the OSGB file. So you can see this is the tile cache. And yeah. So now I will start to show you how to do the configuration for the SuperMap iObjects. So here you go to the SuperMap iObjects package, and then you will find this one, the install BAT file. So here you need to use the byte 32. Yeah, this file. You can use the administrator to run this file. Because the core of the Visual Studio, so we need to use the same core with the Visual Studio. So we suggest you to use the byte 32. And if you use the byte 64, it's also have the same function, but you have to build all the tools or like the map control, the sense control in the code. Yeah, you cannot just drag it in the window like the byte 32. Yeah, so that's why we suggest you to use this file. So you can use the administrator to run it, and which will automatically do the configuration. And after that, you will find the, let me open a new project to show you. So here we open a new project. And here we can use the new and the project to build a new project. So here we need to select Yeah, this one, the Windows Form app, and select a location. And click Create. And then here you click the toolbox. And here you will find some tools in the here. And if you haven't find these tools, sometimes you also need to do the registration by yourself. So like here, if there's no these several tools, we also need to, yeah, let me show you the step first. Yeah, so after you run this registration program, you will find these several tools. And if you haven't found this, you need to add it by yourself. So here, just show you an example. Here, we add a new tab. So we just select the DLL from the SuperMap, iObjects.net. Yeah, so here we just select the data layout, mapping, real space, and UI controls. So data, mapping, yeah, and real space. Yeah, this 5 DLL and add it. Yeah, and after you added them, don't forget to select them again from the Visual Studio window. And I just yeah, because here I have already add them in the toolbox, so I cannot add them again. So this is an example to do the configuration for the toolbox. Yeah, just rename it. Yeah, here after you select all the DRL, you can see all the control bar is here. So just select them and add it in the toolbox. And here, as we mentioned before, we also support some sample code. So the sample code, actually, for the sample code, we have two ways to use. The first one is to load it in the Visual Studio software. And also, you can just run the program directly like this. So here, like some 3D analysis, actually you can also run from here. And for the interface for this window, we have already set a code in the sample code. Like if we set a judgment code. If your system language, your Windows system language is English or the other language, it will set to the English for this program. So don't worry about the language. So here I just show you example. So all the sample code we can run it and test it. So this is just about 3D analysis. So you can see if actually we put some analysis function like yeah, this is a view shade analysis. Here you can also change some parameters. Yeah. So all the functions you can find from the startup exe. And we go back to the slides. So here, after you know where can we find the sample code and sample data, here I will show you how to write some simple codes and how to start your own project. So here I will go to the Visual Studio software to show you. And here we also need to set a configuration before you use the software. We need to change the compiled platform and change it to byte 32, like when we set the uh, environment configuration. We need to set the same compiled platform. So here, from here, we go to the configuration manager, new, yeah. So after all the configuration finished, we can start to do our own work. So the first demo, I will show you how to load the map here. So here we just, you can see from this window, we'll use a map and a button. So here we select map control. Yes. And also we select a button here. We can change the name of the button here. And here, the first step, we need to here in the Windows load class, we need to add the just to combine to define a map here, define the map control. So here we need set the map control. And here, I forgot to, you need also add a workspace. It's very important. And here, after we we combine the map control with the workspace, you need also set from the button. Here, the first, we need to set some information, connect information. So the first one, the workspace connection. And before we write the code here, we need also add some using, like and here we also need to check is there all the okay, and here we can start to write the workspace connection info. And we new workspace connection info, and also set the so here we need to, if we want to open a map, we need to connect, we need to open the workspace. So here we need set the file path of the workspace. And also set the type of the workspace. And also the next step is open. Yeah, maybe let us set the workspace first. So here I prepare some data. So here actually, if we want to load a map, we need have the database to storage the data, and also we need save it as a workspace. So this is one of the ways to open the data, or you can open from the database directly. So here we select the first method, open the workspace, then open the map. So here we can have a look and check this data again. So I have already prepared this before, so just open the workspace. So actually from here, you can see I prepare vector data here. It's a world map, and then I save it as a map, and also set the different colors for the map. And then I save all of them as a workspace. So after you finish to save the workspace, you can close the desktop. So here, for the file path, we need to select the workspace location. And the name of the workspace. And let's continue. So after we select, we set the workspace path, file path, and also the workspace type. We can also continue to load it in the workspace. This one, yes. And open. So here we need, we need to put the workspace connection info here. And after we give the workspace connection info to the workspace, we need to also select the map. So map control. So here we need to set the name of the map. So our map name, let us review it again. Yeah, actually, this is the name of the map. So here the name is world. So and actually after this line, we can also we can load the map. Yes, and but next line I will also set the scale for the map. Yeah, to make it in the full screen. So just yeah. So here we can test. Yeah. So you can see we can load the map just by these several lines. So this is for the first demonstration, how to load the map. And the second one, sometimes we need also load the 3D scene or the 3D model. So here, I will create a new one. Yeah, and let's also review the step again, build a new project. Yeah, create. And the same operation, we just oh, it's not this one. I select the wrong option. Yeah, that's yeah, this one. Yeah, this one's correct. And here we also use the one button and one the sense control. And we also need a workspace. Yeah. And then, yeah, the same way, we also need to define we connect the sense control to to the workspace. And also set. So because the code is similar, so I just copy part of them. And also add the and here we also need set a scenes and save it in a workspace. So here I also prepare data here. We can open to have a look. So you can see here, we have a database and we storage some model and also the like the model, the ground, the building, and the tree. So we make a 3D scene like this. So here we save the, yeah, we only need one scenes. Yeah. So we save the scenes here. Save it here. And also save the workspace. So here we can set the file path of the workspace. And here, the similar code, we need to set the name of the scenes. So here, our name is CBD. And also we need to set a scale, the view scale of the 3D scene. So we just set, and we can write to have a look. Yeah, I know why the scale is not suitable. So we just set, yeah, we use this one. build the full scenes. Yeah. So you can see here we can load the 3D scenes by this way. And also sometimes we need also load the 3D cache, like the optical photogrammetry or some model tile. So actually it's similar. So here it just show you again. So here we can prepare and here we just select some optical photogrammetry data to load. So here I will find yeah, actually from the sample data, you can also find the CBD, which I used, and also the OSGB data. Yeah, so I just copy this file. Yeah, so here we also open this data to have a look. Yeah, so this is optical photogrammetry data. So here we will use data, we will load this data. So here I will show you from the beginning. So actually we just need, yeah, so actually if we only have the data of the optical photogrammetry. So here, the first step, we open the SuperMap iDesktop. So here, actually, for the optical photogrammetry is very common in some project. So you can try to load the optical photogrammetry in your own application. So here, the first step, you need to build a new spherical scenes. And you can load the cache of the OSGB. Just load the SAP file. And we zoom in. And then we save the workspace. First, save this 3D scenes. Give a name. And also save this workspace. Yeah, so here we can check it again. Yeah. So after we save the workspace, we can load from here. So we just change the file name to this workspace. What's the name? I forgot. Yes. Yeah, and we can test. Let me set the yeah. So here you can load your 3D cache or the optical photogrammetry data by this way. Yeah, and that's all for this 3 demonstration. And actually, today I just show you some simple demo. But for more function, actually, we provide you the sample code. So from here, you can also find some complex demo. So like for the 3D part, we have the 3D analysis and also some particle effects and some terrain analysis. Yeah, like open a 3D scene. So actually, if you want to, like here, I want to see this program, so you can set the program as a startup project, and then you can run it. Yeah, and if your system language is English, this will show in the English. Yeah, so you can learn all the code from the sample code. And for the JS contest, here we can give you some suggestion, like you can use the SuperMap iDesktop to make 3D scenes for your own campus, your own universities. And then you can just design a project, use SuperMap iObjects. So you can load the workspace, load the data, and do some 3D analysis for your campus. And or you can like you can build some civil engineering project, like the underground pipeline or the some urban development, urban planning project. So that's all for today's my presentation, and we can here we can go to the Q&A session. Yeah, thank you.